Hey friends, my name is Matt Curtis and I'm on the team here at Kingdom One. I'm really excited about what we're doing this Giving Tuesday. We're trying to flip the script a little bit and we are giving away a talent. A talent represents 16 hours of work in an area or a proficiency that your church needs help. It could be Marcom, it could be IT, it could be online ministry, maybe it's HR or accounting. Whatever it is, your church likely has an opportunity to grow in one of those areas. And so we got you covered. I will tell you how to get your name in the running right after this video. This next video that's going to play is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be an encouragement because it's been a bumpy year, we get it, or it's going to be a resource. We recognize that we're not always equipped in the trenches to do the jobs that we're assigned. And so a big value of Kingdom One is to create tools and resources that you can take and implement right away. So I will see you on the other side.
Hey friends, this is Stephen over here at Kingdom One. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and Happy Giving Tuesday. I want to share a quick encouragement and challenge with you, something that the Lord continues to bring me back to and remind me, especially at the stretch of such a long and challenging year. The story comes out of 2 Kings, and you might remember that there was a season where the king of Aram was pressing an attack against the king of Israel, and he was pursuing the prophet Elisha. And Elisha was staying in a particular city, and the king of Aram moved all of his armies and surrounded and encompassed this city in the middle of the night. And that morning, when Elisha and his servant woke up in the whole city, they saw that they were surrounded and that their destruction was imminent and assured. And that servant asked Elisha, "What do we do?" And Elisha, I kind of envision him in a calm and cool way and manner, just said, "Lord, would you open his eyes?" And if you remember the story, the servant's eyes were opened, and he saw a heavenly host that was surrounding the army, surrounding them. And his perspective, his perception of how imminent the destruction was shifted. He realized the danger was not quite as pressing as he initially thought, because he was seeing God moving, and he was seeing the power of God on display. And so that story has really encouraged me and challenged me to think about my perspective. How am I letting all of the circumstances of this year influence the way that I perceive both the mission that God has given to me, the mission of the church, the mission of us as believers when it comes to sharing our faith and sharing the hope that we have? And so I would encourage you, don't let this year rob you of your focus, change your perspective from how God is using you in a mighty way. And so let me encourage you, Pastor, if you believe this year has been a waste, if you look at things such as summer camp that never got to happen, or all the different programmatic things that you had to cancel, or perhaps even empty auditoriums on a Sunday morning, and you lament a year lost, change your perspective. Open your eyes. Know that God has been using you in a mighty way. Church staff member, Christian school teacher, church board member, as you have had to navigate so many different challenges and different variables that you've never encountered before. And maybe you are weary and you feel, man, we are surrounded and there's just no way that we can salvage this year and make it good. Let's just move on to 2021. Change your perspective. Fear not, and know that God is with us and he is for us, and that he has won the battle. And we get to be his vessels and his kids, and he delights when we pursue him and pursue those that God has placed in our lives. And so, believer, would you also maintain that perspective? Don't lose focus. This year's been one that would be so easy to be distracted, but think about those 8 to 15 people in your relational world that Jesus has supernaturally and strategically placed on your front row to be able to love, to minister to pray for, to invest, and even to invite, to come and spend time with you, spend time in a space that they might have a few minutes of hope in the midst of their battles, in the midst of them feeling surrounded. So let's not lose our perspective, church family. Let's not lose the focus that Jesus asks us to have, and let's finish this year strong. We here at Kingdom One, we love you. If there's anything that we can be doing to support and help and encourage you, please feel free to reach out. Know that we've got your back. We're praying for you. We're rooting for you, and we see all that you have done this year, and we say to you, well done. We love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
You made it. Good to see you on the other side. Hopefully that was an encouragement to you in the midst of a challenging ministry season, or it's a resource that you can practically implement into the way that you minister. Now about that talent, because I know that's why you're really here. It's real easy. Go to kingdom1.co/Giving Tuesday. You're going to see two giant words. You're going to see give and you're going to see get. If you do either of those things, your name is going to be in the running to win a free talent. Giving is a donation to Kingdom One. It's tax deductible. We're a 501c3, all of that good stuff. But that money is going to develop more of the resources and tools like the ones that we gave away today. We are passionate about creating these tools and resources. All of us on the Kingdom One team have served in the trenches in the local church as staff at some point in time. I've been on a church staff for over 16 years, and I can't tell you the number of times I've had to punt a project that I think is really important because Sunday's coming. We have something that's on our plates that's pushing us toward completion, and it's not this long-term beneficial project. That's what Kingdom One wants to do. We want to accomplish those things. We want to develop resources that help the church be more effective because we believe in it so deeply, and we recognize that it's nearly impossible to get all those things done internally as a church. So that's what you're giving to. You're giving to that accomplishment of those tasks and building the foundation to be able to get those things done. The get side is also pretty cool. That's where you get access to the resources that we've already created and are giving away. Just put in your information. It's not a ton of stuff, but it lets us get in touch with you. And there you go. You have access to all of the resources that we've produced up to this point. That's what we're about. We're about resourcing the local church to be more effective at her mission. Good luck.